And it's going to bump me back to that field through an action called focus. And it's going to put the cursor in that field and leave it blinking so you can enter the information that I'm looking for. Make sense? I know we're going fast. Sorry, guys. Now, basic CSS, cascading style sheets. We want to typically create external files, so when we make a change in that external file, we can use an editor such as Notepad or any other type of an editor, and we can save, as long as it's in a text format, the contents of our file. So, typical CSS syntax looks like this. There's our header 1, H1 tag, right? And there's my declaration, property is blue, font size is 12 pixels, right? So that's what it looks like. Now here's an example of it in working action. So there's my HTML file, and link relations assigned style sheet is ex1.css. The header is 36 points, right? The H2 is blue, header 2 is blue, and you can go all the way up to H20 if you like. And then the paragraph, right? And then here are the contents of my example1.css file. So I've declared the background color, that's the, I'm sorry. So I'm giving you guys the accurate information. That's the property and that's the value. The H1, property value, H2, etc. Make sense? Simple enough, right? And then here's example 2. It's doing basically the same thing, only now I have a tan background, I have a maroon color in my H1 header, and then my font sizes are a little bit different. So this is powerful stuff. You can control the look and feel in one place. And as you develop out and you have more brands and products and you go deeper and deeper, you might want to have different CSS files controlling all those different areas of your site. So, basic development disciplines. Do not reinvent the wheel. We've discussed that a few times. If we have landing pages, we want to use the same names on all the fields within those landing pages, so we can use the same functional validations when we're testing against those fields to make sure that the input is valid. Don't reinvent the wheel. Always reuse code wherever possible, and account for all the browsers that you can. Now, a little bit on search engine optimization, and this is the good stuff. So we're searching on the terms mass notification and emergency communication. As I mentioned earlier, if you sign up, you get yourself a Google ID, a Gmail ID, you'll have the ability to access this, right? This is called the traffic estimator in the Google AdWords platform. So I want to make sure that if I'm going to market and I'm developing my website, that I'm not just developing and optimizing for terms that I think are valid. I want to know that they're valid and that people are actually searching on these terms. So the estimate button will show me these are the number of global monthly searches, and that's the number of local monthly searches on each of these terms. Now that's powerful stuff. So what I can do with that, obviously, is I can use that to predict what I want to do. Now let's say hypothetically that mass notification wasn't getting a whole lot of hits. That doesn't necessarily mean that I don't want to optimize for that term. Another tool that Google makes available to us, Google Insights for Search. This is a trend monitor, a massive trend monitor. They've made available to us the results of the global monthly indexes that they're accruing on a monthly basis, and we have the ability to look at them, right? So, mass notification might have gotten 8,000 visits over the year. Maybe that last month of the year, they got 4,000 of them. So that could be a term with significant uptake. I want to be out in front of that. Using Google Insights for Search, I can identify those types of things. So these two work in conjunction with one another. And that's what your internet marketing service provider should be validating for you. Or if you're doing it yourself, these are the tools that you have available to your organization to do it. Another thing that Google makes available for us is the analytics and Webmaster tools. Through analytics, we can measure it's a snippet of code, and we can see the total number of visits that are coming to our site on a monthly basis, on a yearly basis, on a weekly basis, or even on a daily basis. Bounce rate is the rate at which people are coming to my site, looking at one page and leaving. The higher the bounce rate, the worse off you are. You want to have a low bounce rate. I know that's twice there. That was on you. You were supposed to update this slide. No, I'm just kidding. So there are a number of different things that you can optimize, that you can identify through the use of Google Analytics. And again, it's free. Google Webmaster Tools gives you the ability to upload what's called an XML sitemap. It's an index of your site. XMLsitemaps.com will generate it for you automatically, spits it out to your local hard drive. You upload it to Google Webmaster Tools, and now you have the ability to create prioritization on what pages you want at the top and what pages you want moving down, and the rate at which those pages are indexed by the search engines on an ongoing basis. So all these things are great. They're available to us for free. There's no reason not to use them.
I had GoDaddy optimization
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I can't. I have to see it to give you stop by the booth. Not even close. Now this is a whole new level. Absolutely. So to summarize, measure twice, cut once, like we covered early on. The idea is king. Don't get stuck in the mud. Execution is king. You know, define the project and then take it to market, accelerate as quick as you can. And everybody else, I think everybody's getting a little antsy. We're getting close to the next session. So, you know, leave it there, balance everything. Your website should be internally consistent with your internals, with your go-to-market strategy, and mutually supportive across the board, all right? Thank you for joining us. I don't know if we have any more time to do this. Booth 51. 9-5. Did you have